came from always watching my mother sew a lot.
Oh.
And she worked as a seamstress, and then she wound up working as an assistant designer for Betsy Johnson, the designer.
Yeah.
And Betsy's designs was always crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like all these things I think kind of creeped into the work. It's very important for me to still have my hand in it, and even though it's an image, my hand is in the costume, you know, my hand is in, in the direction, in the masks that I made. Collecting faces, and then of course this 9/11 situation happened. So there was faces everywhere, all over.
Yes.
And
for the people that...
and you couldn't turn around. They were on the floor. It was like really crazy. And if you were down here, it was really nuts.
Yeah.
So I just started to collect them, and I kind of, because one of the things that I wanted to do with this particular project wasn't so much a homage to that, but it was more like this thing of, this whole premise of 9/11 has a lot to do with, every face kind of represents a nation.
Yeah.
One face.
Yeah.
And every nation is composed of so many different identities and different types of people with different kinds of background, especially in the world that we're living in now, where everyone is moving everywhere, So it's almost like I wanted to have this idea of putting together a work that kind of showed that this is not the face that you attacked, This is many types of people, especially in a city like New York. And this really was a lot inspired too, because I was reading a lot at the time, which I still refer to, these two philosophers called Deleuze and Guattari. Mm-hmm. They wrote this book in 1980 called Capitalism and Schizophrenia. Mm-hmm. And then another thing that I did, this is all in 2003.
Yeah.
Another thing that I did was, this is kind of a combination. I wanted to do these suits, which is performer wore, and these are actually the Museo del Barrio bought them about 3 or 4 years ago. And what it is, I photographed my body, and then I transferred the images. This is when I started to come into with this kind of evolving of the photo and the fabric a lot, like started to really kind of push of what I can do with it more than just making pillow faces. It's okay. So another project that I did in 2006, this is one of the few black and white photo projects that I did. I started to use more the mask and make it more performance. And this is a very famous DJ from the 70s called Larry Levan.